I think we've passed kneeling.
Yes, I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed.
I think it's time to go into actionable items.
When there's significant change, and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand.
Having an adverse feeling for authority, right? Your father's gone, so you I hate my dad.
A longtime supporter of Kaepernick announced last week that his company, Roc Nation, will now advise the NFL on music, entertainment, and social justice issues.
You hit the street and you run into a police officer, and his first thing is, put your hands up, freeze, shut up. And you excuse my language, everybody, you fuck you. Right? So that interaction causes people to lose lives.
Did you just hear what Hove just uttered? In the span of 30 seconds, Jay blames single-parent households and hurting a cop's feelings for young black men losing their lives. He's saying women can't be authority figures to their children, correlating single-parent households run by women to telling police personnel, F you, is a crazy stretch. I concur.
Former Balch Springs police officer Roy Oliver, who is white, is charged with murder. He is accused of shooting and killing 15-year-old Jordan Edwards in April as the teenager left a party.
Jordan Edwards was 15 when he was shot and killed. He had two parents.
He's running this way. He turns his body towards this way, hands in the air, being compliant. He gets shot in his face and chest and goes down and dies.
Piaget Crenshaw saw Michael Brown's life taken from him as he was compliant with police officers. He came from a single-parent household, but he did nothing wrong.
We don't want people that's in charge of the police areas to be in danger either.
Which seems like another form of deflecting. Hove's view is a fallacy, unlike Colin Kaepernick's.
There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave for killing people. That's not right.
It should be noted, on the stage, Jay-Z was accompanied by Meek Mill, Van Jones, and Patriots owner Robert Kraft. A simple click on Facebook shows this video was posted January 23rd, 2019. Remember the rhyme, I said no to the Super Bowl, you need me, I don't need you. Every night we in the end zone, tell the NFL we in stadiums too. Was that meeting foreshadowing? In an article published by ESPN, the allocation of funds the NFL agreed to in hopes of ending Colin Kaepernick's movement was broken down. 25% to the United Negro College Fund, 25% to Dream Corps, and 50% to the Players Coalition. Dream Corps, let's remember that name. Guess who serves on the board of Dream Corps? Van Jones. Guess who recently took on Van Jones as a client? That would be Jay-Z's Roc Nation agency. So when Travis Scott chose to do the Super Bowl halftime show, he confirmed his performance under one condition: donating $500,000 to the charity of his choice, which was Jones's Dream Corps. Afterward, Jones thanked Travis on social media. Scott from Houston, Texas, had one of the worst takes on Trayvon Martin.
If this could have been you or me on that bench, and we were George Zimmerman, and we felt like we didn't do nothing, we kind of would have wanted that plea as well. Black people just got to just be better about themselves, man, and that's why, with guys like me, Rocky, Tyler, Ye, Hove, man, with just like music, trying to tell you, man, you can't just be doing the same thing you always been doing, man.
And through his performance, Dream Corps profited. Jay-Z profited. Van Jones profited. Not to say they are not doing great things. The crux of this issue for me is the hijacking of a movement and creating your initiative, profiting even, without banding together for what is pure and true. Colin Kaepernick using his platform to bring awareness and being blackballed out of a league that despises it. Jay-Z, Van Jones, Travis Scott, they are a cohesive unit profiting off of Colin Kaepernick's legwork and sacrifice. They are patting the NFL on the back and are accomplices in this fight the NFL injected themselves into by blackballing a quality player because he hates seeing black people shot and killed by police officers. Jay-Z told you, don't not one iota of a letter be anywhere in the same ballpark with a negative connotation or you may be killed. That's not what Colin Kaepernick knelt for. That's not what Eric Reed and Kenny Stills kneel for. At some point, a switch has to go off. and it must register in each of our collective, creative, beautiful minds. When we follow the money and the chess moves and what the NFL does and does not support, can we connect the dots of Roger Goodell's matrix to say, this is not right, this should not be? Do we fall in line, or do we fight for what is nobly right? Hov has brought attention in his own way. I've stated previously, we need to take this on a case-by-case basis. Unfortunately, I am one of the few to say, in this case, he's wrong. Poorly wrong. Wrong enough to be called out, and wrong enough that the backlash is warranted. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook, and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.